Warning, I, Dan Langs, am going to completely blow your mind during this Minecraft video. So if you enjoy console Minecraft, hit that like button, and subscribe for more block placing awesomeness.
Yo, what's up guys? It is Dan Lags, and I am back again for episode number 3. Yeah, number 3 of Constructing Los Angeles. So, as you can see, this isn't really much of anything so far. We're on episode 3. This is what we're going to do on this episode. I'm going to do some neighborhood area. We'll at least start it and maybe do a floor plan or two on this episode and give you guys some updates of what's been going on, stuff I've been doing off camera. So you guys can see the highway is coming along, and if you take a look on the map, it's almost all the way across. What I did was I actually reloaded the seed. I restarted. I decided not to incorporate this mountain over here into the highway. This one right here. I decided to just it's this mountain. Yeah, I decided to just move the highway over a little bit and you know, just make it so there wasn't as many obstacles in the way of this like central road, and I felt like that was a better idea. So that's what I did for that. Obviously, I still need to add like the stuff that makes this look like it makes any sense at all, because it just looks like it's floating right now. But I mean, the highway is in progress and it's almost done. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So let's get started doing some stuff this episode. And if I could find where I was on the map, I think I was right here. So alright, basically, I mean, the highway obviously is going to connect to everything, and there's going to be exits on the highway and whatnot, so there will most likely be an exit right here, along, like, right around this area, and it's going to kind of, the road will cut through here, and of course I'll do all this stuff, like, you know, on my own time, and, yeah, so the road will come through here. There might be some like food areas, like a supermarket right around this area, maybe a gas station, just to make it like a little bit more realistic. And then as we continue, kind of like cut through these mountains right here, there'll be like a bridge right here, and then there's going to be like a residential street that goes all the way down to like back here maybe. And then there's going to be maybe like a dead-end cul-de-sac back here with some houses, and there might be like side roads or stuff like that. So, you know, all this stuff will you know, will play itself out. But let's go ahead and do some stuff here. So let's just check out what we got here in terms of the environment. As you see, we got this big ass ravine right here. So yeah, that's interesting. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I can always cover it up, but you know, this is always really cool. I like how the ravines are like underneath the desert, and it makes like that sandstone effect. I've always liked that. But anyway, yeah. So let's go ahead and do something here. I'm gonna just kind of like get the idea of how far across this is. So let me just count this. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 is there. Okay, so that's 18. Alright, so that seems like it'd be pretty decent for like a road going across. And if I was to cut this down the middle here, I want to make this over here 27 blocks across. I did a little bit of a mathematical equation off camera. So let's see. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27. Alright, so that's how far that road will go across. That's not too bad. And you know, this will run all the way down through here. I'll carve this mountain a little bit, and we'll have plenty of space for like a cul-de-sac at the end here. I might curve the road slightly. That probably seems like a good idea. And of course, I can always edit the environment to however I feel I need to. So I'm not worried about any of that stuff. But let's go ahead and do a floor plan for this. So if I'm thinking logically, if this road is going to come down, I know this is all just like kind of like brainstorming, sketching this out right now, but if I think logically, I'm just kind of like taking this line all the way down just so I know where it's going to be. I'm going to make a little floor plan for a house. This is going to be like probably just like your standard like neighborhood over here. I don't really think it's going to be too much more than that. You know, it's pretty much what it's going to be. So yeah. And guys, now it's finally the weekend. I'm going to have some more time to work on this map. I am gonna go pick up GTA 5 after I'm done recording this video. I'm gonna head out and pick that up because I haven't gotten it yet. But You know, I'm gonna play that obviously a little bit, and I'll play some Minecraft as well this weekend and see how much I can get done on the good old LD. It doesn't sound quite as smooth as LA, you know, but LD, it works. It works out. All right, so that goes out like about this far. So obviously on this side of the road, we're not gonna have too much space. You know what I could do is actually I could edit the environment here and make like some sort of like cliff house. That'd be pretty cool. Or even I could just like make a bridge here maybe and just, you know, take it across like this landmass here. But I am planning on making like some sort of college around this area over here, and that's gonna take up a lot of space. So yeah, this whole mountain area is gonna kind of be like a college, and you know, a lot of colleges are actually, at least in the United States, are built on like mountainous areas. So I think this will look kind of nice. So yeah, let's see. All right, so this road is obviously like I'll do this. I'll do all the roads later, and no, don't have to worry about that. But yeah, let's go ahead and just do a little bit of a floor plan. Let's just see if we can see what we can come up with here. So I'm gonna make some snow for the floor plan just because it's easily spottable. I'm just gonna kind of lift this up a little bit because I know there's gonna be some elevation. All right, so basically I'm planning on doing like kind of like a Victorian, not Victorian. I always say Victorian when I mean like, you know, just like your standard house, like a traditional house, like, you know, not modern basically. I mean, there's a lot of modern, but you know, I feel like there's been more modern houses built on Minecraft than there has been modern houses built in real life. So many modern houses are built on Minecraft. It's like Minecraft invented modern. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of like sketch out a little floor plan here. This is just totally free balling this, you know, like I normally do. I don't really know what this is gonna look like when it's done. I'm just gonna kind of see what I can come up with. I mean, you know, it's not too hard to make a little standard traditional plan, really. Houses are pretty standard, just in general. They're not too hard to build. You know, I don't know how big this is going to be, so I'll just kind of I'll map it out to how I see fit. And of course, this ravine and everything, it can always be covered up. We don't have to worry about that. The environment is always up for change. We don't never have to worry about you know, like we can work with the environment. We don't have to work around it. So yeah. Let's take this down. Oh, look at that. That's quite treacherous going down here. Huh. I haven't found the stronghold on this map yet, but I'll find it eventually. Maybe I'll make some sort of little like stronghold secret service. I don't know. Maybe turn the police station into a stronghold. That might be it. I don't know. I'm just spitballing random ideas, but yeah. All right, so here we go. We got like a little outline. And then, of course, we can take, like... Actually, I usually use slabs for this because it's easier to identify. This is going to be like a porch. Of course, I could probably make this a little bit bigger, but for now, this will do. We'll lay out a couple floor plans this episode. Something like that, and of course, there'll be like a pillar right there. You know, if this is the staircase, maybe like a pillar right here, a pillar right here, a pillar right here. Something like that. I don't know. It's all up for a change. So yeah, that's like a little back porch. I mean, of course, it's probably gonna be bigger than that. So you know, actually, we'll make it a little slightly bigger right now, just so it's easier to map out later. Yeah, that can go like that. Just break all this. I'll have like a door right there for like the porch. Yeah. So let's see here. I'm gonna make this a room. This is gonna be a garage. So I could take this across right here. Make it a small garage. That's a small garage, but it'll work. Okay, so if this is a garage, right? That's like the doorway opening from the garage. Yeah. Make like a hallway right here. Maybe put like a small bathroom right there. That'll do. You know, that'll be the opening from the garage. So it'll come across right here. You can make like a opening, like an archway. That comes through, and then, you know, we could continue this down here, make like that, like that'll be like a walk-in closet or something, and then this right here can be an archway. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make it 2. That way, like, okay, so confusing. Okay, there we go. And that was 2 here as well. So yeah, okay, cool. I can connect this. and I can connect this. We can turn this into a master bedroom. Like this area over here will be like a master bedroom. You know, we have a walk-in closet for that. Master bathroom. You know, I may have to like extend this a little bit. Maybe like, I don't know, take this out more just to make some space for a master bathroom. Because we'll need that. So, you know, we can always add extensions to the house and stuff like that. So like, I don't know, maybe like a master bedroom right there. A master bathroom right there, of course. We can take this across right here. And bring this down. Actually, we're not going to do that. We're going to put a bed down to sleep. This is like the most preliminary thing. Building floor plans for houses. Literally is like so preliminary. Okay, so let's kind of just like get the idea of what we have so far. So we have a garage, hallway right here, bathroom on hallway bathroom, closet for the master bedroom, which is right here. This is a, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. And then this is a like a master bathroom extension. Okay, and then we have the front foyer right here. So this is gonna be probably make like a front porch that comes across right here. So I'll just put something here. Yeah. It's a good chance there'll be a front porch right here. So there's also a good chance that I extend this wall. But yeah, that'll be like a front porch, and then we'll have like little pillars from that and something like that. Yeah, so there we go. Front door right here. This can come across. Open up right there. We can have a wall comes down through here. And we got ourselves a little front foyer. Take this across. Connect to that. We can line that up with the front door, like a little opening there. And then maybe, you know, obviously stairs. Maybe we can like take the stairs up and then we can wrap them around once they go up. And like make the second floor. Obviously. Something like that. I mean, this is kind of hard to interpret right now, but I mean, you know, like probably I'll come back at you guys with the next episode, and this house will probably be up. So I mean, you'll kind of understand like, you know, what I did. So I'm gonna make an archway right here, and I'm gonna line it up with that one actually. Yeah, okay, and this will be like a living room. Over here, I can make this a dining room space. So let's make another arch. I'll make this a bigger arch because it'll be connected to a kitchen. So this will be like a dining room. And then right here, I can take this wall across a little bit. Actually, probably take it across right here. This is not even going to be a wall. This is going to be like a divider, kitchen counter, things like that. We'll make a small kitchen. Might actually even extend that, but that's fine. That's fine for now. In fact, what I could do is I could just like extend that like over one. It's not going to matter from the other side. You won't be able to see it from the floor plan's finished product. So, you know, okay, we'll have like a small dining room right here, small kitchen, and then over here, you know, we can have like a little sitting area, like an extra sitting area. And we already have a bathroom for the first floor, so, or we could actually turn this into a bathroom. I mean, it all depends. Like we can make like a really small bathroom, or this could be like a pantry. That's probably a better idea to make that a pantry. And then we can make this like we can actually make this into a bathroom. There we go. And voila, you have yourselves a first floor plan. It's kind of hard to say for I would say pretty small. I mean, actually, I would go medium sized because I know I always say that's small, but it's actually medium sized. A medium sized traditional style house. Of course, it's not going to be made out of snow. It'll probably made out of something else. But yeah, that's kind of the idea of that. And then, you know, like the road is going to come down and through here. And it'll connect, and it's gonna be pretty, you know. It'll all turn out. It'll be good and well and good, whatever you want to say. Don't worry, guys. Everything is gonna be all right. Of course, I'm gonna make this into some sort of cul-de-sac. I'm gonna have to experiment with that, you know, on my own time because I just literally have I've never made a cul-de-sac before in Minecraft. I don't really know how to do it. I mean, I'm gonna have to curve it, which is gonna be annoying because curving roads in Minecraft is actually like really hard. So yeah, I mean, Maybe off camera I'll move up this design, move it up a little bit. But I mean, I was assuming I wanted to give myself a little bit of buffer from the road because I knew there's going to be some sort of cul-de-sac here. So that works. I'm happy with that little like initial like quick sketch floor plan. Nothing too special, but you know it works out. And then we'll probably have another house right here above this ravine. I'll of course connect everything. Even though I wouldn't mind finding a way to connect this ravine to something. You know, like I don't know. I feel like there's some cool stuff you could do with ravines. Maybe like a waterfall in the backyard or something like that. Maybe connected to a pool. I don't know. Something like that. And yeah, so what else can we do right here, right now, while we have some time? Of course, I'm going to kind of, let's just get like an idea of what I want to do over here. So let me just break some of this. Clear out some space for this, you know, whatever this is going to be. Exit, I guess. Well, it'll be a residential exit. So, of course, this is where the highway is kind of sloping downward. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to make an exit here, but I think we'll be able to do it. So, assuming that the road runs through here, of course, it's going to be on block 69. So we need to stand on block 69. Okay, yes, it's going to be running through here. So I'm going to have to break all this to you know, add this. So that's going to be interesting. I have to run this here, and then we'll have like a small residential, not really residential, small like you know, just like a street coming through, and it'll have like, you know, I was definitely thinking about putting like a supermarket right here, flatten out a little bit of this space, put a supermarket, maybe a gas station, some other stuff that you would find in like a small, like what stuff that you would need for like a, I guess, a residential area if you're kind of like exiting out onto the highway. And of course there's going to be like the main city district down there, which will, you know, have like all the stuff, and you know, it'll all be planned out. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Like I will make sure I don't forget anything when it comes to like the actual plan. So I believe that's on the level of the block. So yeah, this is 68, so we have to dig down into this as well. So of course we're going to have to curve the roads a lot on this map because of the exits, which is something that I don't like doing because I kind of suck at curving roads. I don't know, it's just, I don't think anyone's good at curving roads in Minecraft. It's just, I mean, I can do it just fine. It just doesn't look right because it's all squares, you know? It's hard to make it look like it's actually curving. You just kind of have to like play with your imagination a little bit because it's Minecraft, but you know, I have to make this a little bit more of a gradual turn, and this is something that I'll definitely work on a lot on my own time because it's gonna have to, I'm gonna have to take a lot of time to, I guess, work on that. So, what else can we do for this episode for the next couple minutes before I head out for a little while? I'll come back to you guys with episode 4, and we'll work on some other stuff. This area will be pretty well developed in episode 4, hopefully. So that'll be good. I guess I can kind of figure out what I'm going to do for like over here. There's probably going to be another floor plan. Let's take this across real quick. I want to give myself plenty of room for our front yard, so. Alright, sorry about that little sniffle. I got a little bit of a cold. Okay, so let's just do another real quick, like, we'll start a floor plan. So let's do a little porch. I'm thinking this house is going to be a little bit smaller than the other one. It's gonna have like, I don't know, it's not gonna be quite as big. So let's make like a little porch like that. I don't know, something like that. You know, connected to the house. What will be the house. And I know all this stuff is floating right now. Don't worry about that, guys. That'll work itself out. Don't worry about that. Okay, so let's take that out one more actually. And then of course this will come across right here. I'm not really sure what this will be since you know, don't really have a plan for it. I'm just gonna make this thing a straight square for right now, and I'll make the roof look nice. That way it doesn't look like a square. We're doing a straight square. Let's do it. This house will be tiny. Yes, that's good stuff, right? Okay, so if this is the front door, then we'll have like a small room right here. I'm trying to just like get an idea of like how small this house will be because, you know, this is pretty tiny. So I might have to make this a little bit bigger. Something like this. It's not gonna. This is gonna be so tiny. I'm gonna have to extend that a little bit. All right, maybe I'll work on that another time, but yeah, no, you know what? You kind of get the point of what we're gonna be doing around this area, guys. It's gonna be some houses, kind of a residential area. Don't worry about anything. It'll all look nice when it's done. You know, it's hard to all this stuff takes a lot of time to plan out, especially like, you know, you just gotta be patient with me. I'll figure it all out, and it'll all look nice in the end. So that's pretty much it, guys. It's been Dan Thanks for watching. If you guys could click the like button, that would be fantastic. Support the CLD series, Constructing Los Angeles, and maybe one day this world will actually be looking really filled out and good. So yeah, next episode, this area will be a little bit more. I guess I don't really know. It'll be a lot more filled in. It'll start to take shape, and then maybe I'll work on some of the city district next episode, since this is, you know, we do have a city district on this map, so that would be a good idea to do on next episode. But I'll talk to you guys in a couple days. You know, I'm gonna be playing some GTA. I'm excited for that. So I'm gonna stop rambling and let you guys go. It's been Dan Lags. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace out.